Hi, I'm Roland Clunich from Roland Financial, and I'm here to help you balance your long-term goals against your short-term reality. As we start to emerge from the COVID-19 pandemic and life shifts back towards normal for many, I have a lot of folks telling me they're struggling with thinking about their long-term planning. And that makes sense since we've seen how quickly our long term plans and goals can be turned upside down. And we've spent the past year or so dealing with a lot of short term changes. So, how do we bring the long run into focus without getting derailed by the short run? Well, one way is by thinking of the long term as a series of short term challenges rather than one uninterrupted straight line. So, here are three simple strategies that can help you train your mind to create a future you mindset. So, who is future you? What do they want? And how can you help them get there? Embracing your future self as someone who needs you will help you create a better future with smart choices now. I know it sounds a little crazy or a little woo woo, but it's actually based on a concept called future orientation, which is embracing the idea that not only is the future unwritten, but that you can write it, especially for yourself. Now, number one, this idea can have real benefits. Studies have shown that future orientation is a strong predictor for achievement, for health, and happiness in life. Number two, prioritize flexibility over certainty. As humans, we're wired to look for certainty. It feels good to think we have everything figured out, right? Well, our instincts tell us to act quickly in the short term to avoid that discomfort we feel with uncertainty. But in a complex world with complex problems, acting quickly isn't always the best move. We often get better results in the long term by keeping a flexible mindset and experimenting with different solutions. Number three, recognize how emotions affect our decision making. We've all had times when we've acted in the heat of the moment, right? Something makes us unusually happy or upset in the short term, and then we make a snap decision that often has long term consequences. Well, one way this plays out in investing is loss aversion. It's a mental or emotional bias that causes us to focus so hard on avoiding losses that we often miss out on the big picture, which is the long-term benefits of a strategy. The reason you pay a professional to look after your financial life is so you can share your worries and have someone help you take action, both in the short term and in the long term. Now, if you've got a question about what I've discussed with you or you'd like to speak to me directly about what's going on, please use the form below to send me a message and I'll respond to you personally.